don't be confused with LeBron James doing this ice in the veins, Brandon. He's keeping up with times.
Okay, I ain't talking about him. I'm talking about Austin Reeves and
that's what the young people do.
D'Angelo Russell.
Young people do. Back in the day, you remember LeBron used to do this? Or he used to do this. See, that's skill players these days. They too soft.
You're right.
They say, "Oh, what's wrong with this guy? They got to do this now." What you do? Watch this.
Yeah, on to do the Rodney Cradles.
See, back in our day, that's too masculine for them.
You're right. That's a good point.
That's too masculine. They can't do that. They gotta. Hold on, Brandon. You making all that money.
Hit a three.
And you would never see an NFL guy doing this.
No, they don't do that because the NFL players, they be twerking and rocking their hips and stuff like that. So there is some stuff like that.
No, those outside, those guys, the outside people. you gotta remember in the NFL. Okay, I ain't about to get kicked off the damn channel. Those outside people be doing it. You gotta have some fruity guys on the outside who can run the ball fast.
Okay,
balls out there, snatch the balls.
Okay, and Timothy said not many light-skinned dudes have a motor, so Chicago ain't got nothing to do with that. Wade, Tim Hardaway, Isaiah Thomas, Derrick Rose. Yeah, people forget about Isaiah Thomas and Tim Hardaway. That's one of the first people had a crossover, which they was doing a lot of highlights, and I remember saying, I was like, dang, Tim Hardaway is a good player.
Man, they tried to play Tim Hardaway and Isaiah Thomas.
How?
Because they bring up a clip during the All-Star games where Isaiah Thomas on the ground dribbling while laying on the ground. Like, check this out.
There's nothing wrong with that. What? That was skill. That's how they showed they had skill.
You saw that clip?
I've seen one where he's sliding on the ground, dribbling like that.
Yeah, they're like, look at this. And then they show him this. But they won't show his highlights.
Yeah, he's got a lot of highlights. And like I say, Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars, that Pistons team, they had a really solid team. And they was tough. And you had a hard time going in there beating Detroit.
You had a guy with a sprung ankle. His ankle was looking like this. And how many points he scored in a half, a quarter, 20-something? Mm. And talk about Jordan Helen. Jordan couldn't touch that bad, man.
We're talking about the Pistons when they were playing the Pistons. Yeah.
Jordan couldn't touch Isaiah Thomas back in '88.
Yeah. It took him a while to get over the Pistons. Like they was roughing Jordan up. And like I said, I remember seeing the documentaries, even not even talking about The Last Dance, but back in the day when they had those documentaries talking about that, they was pushing Jordan in the air. Like you get a foul, but Jordan, no, if you come through the lane, we're gonna mess you up. So it would alter his game, and he could still do what he wanted to do, but it was more relying on what everybody else on the Bulls was going to do. And he just couldn't win it by himself.
How Jordan stopped the Pistons? Old man fought time. They got old on
so he couldn't really beat the Pistons. It's just the Pistons phased themselves out.
Yeah, you couldn't beat them. They got old on them. Shit, Jordan could be an old Bird. Well, Bird was halfway.
Yeah, right. Bird was nasty. When
he was good
back, too. Bird be like, "Look, I'm gonna shoot right here, and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. And you ain't gonna be able to stop me." You couldn't do it. He could hit, he could shoot, he could do whatever he wanted to do on the court. But Jordan did some things where he was hanging, and you just couldn't stop Jordan.